also means more, as in more choice. Right now, you choose any phone and we make it free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month with 4 lines. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Have you stopped doing your favorite activity due to chronic aches and pains? Let Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab help. They provide regenerative injection therapy that can help with osteoarthritis, joint pain, carpal tunnel, and plantar fasciitis. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab will help you get back into the groove. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab, 2245 Stantonsburg Road, across from the hospital. Call 215-9294 for an appointment today.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Sawyer's Fun Park is now open in Greenville. This state-of-the-art 40,000 square foot facility features a 2-story LED interactive laser tag, a one-of-a-kind 2-story ninja course, a ropes course with a 180-degree zip line, and it's only one of 5 in the country that are indoors. Multiple climbing walls, a super cool arcade with 40-plus games, and a brand-new full-service cafe and bar for adults. Visit the brand-new Sawyer's Fun Park, now open, located right behind ARU on Corey Road, Greenville.
The best place for delicious food and great prices is Familia. Familia has something for everyone, like New York-style pizza, lasagna, chicken, veal, or eggplant parmesan, homemade meatballs, plus a variety of seafood selections and favorites, like the steak burger and southern pork chop. If you need food to go, Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this with purple.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hello and welcome to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios and coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. We are live online, pr927fm.com. And we are streaming on... Are we streaming on? Are we live on?
Facebook is still a struggle.
Struggle bus.
YouTube should be up there.
All right. You can watch the show on YouTube and hopefully at some point soon Facebook, as we have continued to have issues with Facebook.
We are on YouTube, but Facebook is still, I think, having some lingering issues from their outage on Monday.
All right, you can check us out on YouTube and hopefully soon back on the Face Space. Clip Brock, Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt here. Before we get going today, guys, I just want to apologize for some of the tweets I had over the weekend and during the first half of the Washington-Atlanta game. I said some things. I don't want to be a distraction to the team, so I apologize for that and hope we can move forward.
Apology accepted.
Thank you. Saw Urban Meyer was on day 3 of his apology tour today in Jacksonville to his team.
What a joke.
Is he just going to apologize?
He's a joke. He's an absolute joke.
He really is. He's going to apologize every day to the team.
He's going to get like the next home game for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He'll get out in midfield and grab a microphone and apologize to the crowd.
I want to apologize. I want to take this moment to apologize to all of you for the things I've done. So
we are not going to do the national anthem today, folks. We're going to actually get an apology from Urban Meyer.
Then he's going to have to apologize to all the troops for not playing the anthem, and it's just going to keep rolling. Snowball keeps rolling. The story yesterday was he didn't. I don't know why we're starting the show with this. I just thought about it out of the gate, where he canceled meetings on Monday, and then he gave like an apology, a half-hearted effort on Tuesday, and the reports from Mike Silver was that he said his apology. He walked out, and the whole team started laughing, and he could hear them laughing. I don't know how true this is, but that is hilarious. If you have an entire team laughing at the head coach, that is not a good sign that you are a functional football team.
Well, and not just that, but, I mean, the whole situation is laughable because he put himself there. He could have easily just not.
Literally stayed behind and did not travel with the team.
You know who's probably not laughing?
Who's that?
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's known winning his whole football career.
He's Derek Anderson right now. This isn't funny.
You think this is funny?
I'm not laughing.
You think this is funny? I'm not laughing.
Yeah. You're right. He's
won everywhere.
Yeah.
He's won in high school. He's won in college. Man, he hasn't won in the NFL because they have not won a football game yet. They're 0-4, and he
played their best game last Thursday.
Yeah.
Like it looked like things might have been turning. Yeah, I don't know about now. You know they need to bring in to talk to the team? Tim Tebow. I think he'd be great to be in that locker room right now. Thoughts?
Well, that ship has sailed, buddy.
Well, you know, as a motivational speaker, yes.
Yeah.
Football player, no.
No, tight end. No.
He should be like.
He can't even throw a block.
He should be the director of morale.
In preseason, he couldn't even throw a block.
That was one clip taken out of context.
Oh, taken out of okay.
Who do we have on the show today?
We've got Urban Meyer's PR director. We got The Voice, Jeff Charles, joining us in a few minutes as he will. His arm's got to be hurting from doing so much painting over the last 3 weeks. A lot of painting in purple for The Voice, and he will talk Tulane. He will talk UCF, and more coming up later on this hour. Mully joins us at 4 o'clock to just rain on our parade about all we enjoy about sports. So looking forward to that. We'll hear from some Pirate players coming up in hour number 2. Fernando Fry, Demetrius Mooney, Owen Daffer, the surfing, skating Pirate. We'll hear from the kicker coming up later on in the show. Mark Brown, CamdenChat.com, joins us to recap last night's Yankees and Red Sox game and talk some MLB playoffs. You got the NL wild card tonight. And at 5 o'clock, we'll talk to Bryce Williams. It was fired up about these Pirates. Saw another tight end have a big performance on Saturday. This time it was Ryan Jones. So Bryce Williams will give his thoughts on what's going on right now with ECU football, which is a lot of optimism in the Pirate program at the moment as they get ready to take on UCF. Let's get to today's rundown, Chandler Honeycutt. And, man, there are very few, like, blockbuster, big-time trades in the NFL. So when they happen, it feels like a really big deal. Like you see pretty big deadline deals with Major League Baseball. For example, Max Scherzer and Trey Turner going to the Dodgers. It will be on full display tonight.
That was a negative trade for me as a Nationals fan.
You see them in hoops. Guy will get dealt at the deadline, a championship piece, and things like that. You rarely see them in the NFL. So when Stephon Gilmore, and I'm going to look it up right now, did he win like defensive player of the year?
Player of the year 2 years ago in 2019.
2019, okay.
Yeah.
Defensive player of the year, shipped out of New England, and who's going to pick him up? Well, one of the most aggressive franchises out there right now, your Carolina Panthers.
It's crazy. Scott Fitterer did say when he got the job that he's going to be on every single deal, and we saw this is 2 weeks in a row that we have gotten not just cornerbacks to put on the roster due to J.C. Horn's injury. We went out and got C.J. Henderson from the Jaguars last week, who was a first-round pick for the Jaguars last year, top 10 pick to be exact, number 9 overall, and to come and fill that void. And then he was on the trade deal today.
Didn't Fitterer say when he first got there, like he was going to be this kind of guy, like
he's going to be aggressive, and I think he comes from a front office that was aggressive in Seattle. I think they were aggressive in the draft. We saw that this year with the Panthers. I think 7 trade backs in the draft this year, or trade ups, trades all around in the draft. We've seen a lot of trades so far. We've seen 2 in the past week with C.J. Henderson, and then today Stephon Gilmore. He is not afraid to go at it, and I'm telling you, this is telling Panther Nation. We are in it to win it. We're in it to make a run. We're in it to make the playoffs. We haven't
want to
seen
win
that.
now. They don't
want
want
to
to
win
build.
now. Rebuilding is over.
Yep.
We're ready to go get it, and that's what we're doing. And it started, last week with C.J. Henderson, and then today with Stephon Gilmore.
And I think it's a complementary piece to that defense that has really been very impressive this season.
They could have used him against Dallas.
Definitely could have used him.
Moving forward, a great piece to have against a passing attack like Tampa Bay has.
Absolutely. And then we actually did snag him because I believe I saw reports that Tampa Bay was going to try and go and get him.
And I'm glad, I'm not a Panthers fan, but I'm glad he didn't go to the Bucs, Chiefs, even the Bills, namely the Bucs. I'm just glad he went to a different team instead of just stacking all these kind of older veteran superstars like the Bucs have done. I'm glad to see him in a different locale.
Now, he will not be eligible to play until Week 7 when the Panthers take on the New York Giants. And I cannot remember why. I believe it's because...
Is he put on some sort of injury list?
Maybe.
Does he have a big hairy cheater?
I don't know.
Does he smoke the devil's grass?
I don't know. Those are all good questions. I don't know. I didn't research that. And I actually have been concerned about that, why we can't have him until Week 7.
Do you mean to have our picks up here instead of the rundown?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was just wondering. You're excited. Look, it's fine.
Well, it looks the exact same.
Well, it doesn't.
No, it don't.
A lot of numbers up here. The other one's just letters. But it's all right. It's good.
I'm excited.
I know you're excited. Good for you. Another reason to be excited if you're a Panthers fan. Jeans Friday's coming up. That was a good one. That's pretty good. But I cracked myself up on that one. Christian McCaffrey back in practice?
Yes.
Now, is he just out there?
It looked like he had pads on.
Chilling, or is he like working?
The only video.
Is he what's the working hard or hardly working? God, I need to stop.
No, but it's looking good. I mean, I did not expect him to be back, especially today. But yeah, apparently Christian McCaffrey, who left the Houston Texans game a couple Thursdays ago with a hamstring injury, is back at practice for the Panthers, and that's a great sign. The offense has kind of taken a step back a little bit without Christian McCaffrey because he's about 80% of our offense. But I mean, we had DJ Moore stepping up in that role of big time plays for the Panthers offense. But once we can get Christian McCaffrey back, I'm really going to be excited about how explosive this offense can really be. And Sam Darnold, who would have believed that he would have led the National Football League in rushing through 4 weeks with
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
With 5 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that is the case right now. Panthers coming off a loss to the Cowboys, but we'll try to bounce back against the Eagles.
Yes.
Coming up this Sunday. Some other NFL news. Speaking of the Cowboys, they released linebacker Jalen Smith. So you've got, and all I saw, I love this too. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That goes for NFL players when you see, and especially goes for coaches. A coach gets fired somewhere, and a team at a level below the team that just fired that coach is like, oh man, he'd be awesome here. Let's bring him in. Like, yeah, these guys just keep getting recycled. Right when I saw Jalen Smith was being released by Dallas, all I saw was Washington. I saw some Carolina. I saw every team's fan base on Twitter saying, sign him now, bring him in. You don't even know that he might have lost a step. I saw some pretty poor highlights of Jalen Smith from so far this season, but he's out there, and everybody wants him. And honestly, as a Washington fan, I would take him at this point. Linebacker, not the Washington strong suit on the team this year. So Jalen Smith is available if you would like his services. Stephon Gilmore is not, because the Panthers pounced on him quickly.
Can't believe we did that today.
Shout out to Belichick and the Patriots, too, for getting the news out there that they were going to release him and make him available for anybody, which then signaled to GMs, hey, before that happens, let's go and make a trade.
Yeah.
So the Patriots made sure they got somebody. Are you worried that Belichick, if he doesn't want this guy, whoa, there's something wrong with him? Belichick's not just going to let a guy walk who still has talent, right? When's the last time that happened?
Tom Brady.
All right, you caught on to where I was going with that. Before that, though, there was some kind of voodoo. Anytime Belichick made a trade, you would just assume that the Patriots and Belichick are going to win that trade. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now the magical fairy dust is off that now, I think, since Tom Brady's gone and won a Super Bowl with the Bucs.
Yeah.
And since the Patriots are 1-3 right now.
Yes.
So, that Belichick voodoo is kind of worn off. It only took 20-plus years, but it appears it finally has. So, I brought that up just to see if you'd catch on to what I was doing
Tom Brady?
there.
Yeah.
But
gave up a 2023 6th-round pick.
Yeah, I mean, even if he does stink and can't play, what'd you give up? Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. And a stat to consider that I meant to mention a while ago.
The stat to consider.
For Scott Fitterer, this is his 13th trade. This is his first year as the general manager for the Panthers.
Since he's been at Carolina?
Since he's been at Carolina, his 13th trade. He had 7 in the draft.
All right, this man's getting a little out of control. We need to go back and grade all the trades at some point. I mean, this one's going to be an A+ regardless. Unless, what round was Tom Brady picked in?
6th, 199.
They're going to get their next Tom Brady in the 2023 draft. Oh, no. Belichick wins again. All right, so there you go. Oh, Matt Nagy can't figure out who his starting quarterback is. He just names a different guy every day.
Well, now he's got one.
Oh, he had one yesterday. He comes out every day and names a starting quarterback.
But he's named one today for the rest of the year.
He's named one today
Nick
for
Foles.
the rest. Nick Foles. He's named one today for the rest of the day. This could change tomorrow. Matt Nagy commits to Justin Fields as Chicago Bears starting quarterback going forward after he's named Andy Dalton the starting quarterback 47 times so far since this offseason.
I kind of believe him this time.
All right, good. You believe him.
Something tells me that Justin Fields is going to be the guy for the rest of the year for the Chicago Bears.
I'd almost
He has a different attitude about him.
I almost like to take a bet, if I could get plus money on it, that Justin Fields does not start every game the rest of the year. Like, he probably will, but what if he throws 3 picks and Nagy's like, Fields is our future, but we're going to go back to Andy.
Could you imagine having that mindset?
Or, yeah, he's had it all the time. Or, Andy is doing a great job coaching up Justin, but right now what we need is a win, and we feel like Nick Foles gives us the best
Nick
chance.
Foles has won a Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl MVP.
Troy wants to take the bet. I'm not going to bet on that, but, God, you guys are really confident in what Matt Nagy has to say all of a sudden. Just saying. He's only said Andy Dalton is a starter 82 times. Yeah, I said 47 a minute ago. I just went up 40 more.
Wow, because maybe he just said it 5 more times.
All right. So there you go. Bears stink. Moving on. Would you rather have... I'm not going to do any Taylor Heineke comparisons right now.
Geez.
I know.
Heineke.
Thank you, Chase Young. Hey, Chase Young, how about you do something?
How about the whole defense do something?
I'd never say that to his face or in the vicinity of him.
What are your thoughts on Jack Del Rio?
Why would you ask me that right now? If you've got a defense going into the year that was looked at as one of not even top 5, like the best defense, especially the defensive line, and you're giving up a boatload of points to Daniel Jones, 53-year-old Matt Ryan, Herbert and the Chargers moved the ball up and down the field. They got really lucky in that game. They didn't give up 30+. And then, they gave up 60 to the Bills.
Is he gone before the end of the season?
I don't know. Ron Rivera, you tell me. What's Ron Rivera's? Ron Rivera's a very loyal guy.
He's fired a defensive coordinator in the middle of the season before.
Okay, yes. He's gone before the end of the season.
He's taken over the defensive play calling before.
All right. I can see that happening then. Because Jack Del Rio, you're not going to get rid of the players. At some point, it's something's got to change.
It's the same defensive front. It's the same. I mean,
I know with guys back from injury,
right?
Doesn't make any sense. They suck. And
I think the biggest thing, and I think you've already mentioned it, but the no pressure on quarterbacks with that front four, has been just head scratching. Because I've been able to watch, and I watch Panthers games at tiebreakers and places, and I go, all right, I'm going to go and check out the Washington football team. And there's hardly any pressure on that defensive front.
Yeah,
and
guys are running free in the secondary.
You got De'Aaron Payne and
Deron
Payne, and Chase Young.
Chase
Young. You got all those former first round and top tier college football players that are known for creating pressure, not putting any pressure at all, and it's just kind of like, what's going on in Washington?
Don't know, but Jack Del Rio needs to
go.
To re-go. He needs to they got to turn it around fast. They've got the Saints this week, whose offense stinks.
Yes.
Outside of Alvin Kamara.
I was really hoping the Patriots would beat them.
Who?
The Saints. That was last week. They couldn't.
All right. Consecutive straight-up wins in games favored by at least 10 points. Okay. Brett McMurphy just put out a stat. East Carolina has 20 straight wins when they're favored by 10-plus points. Those have to date back to the rough days and Raleigh days, because we haven't been favored by 10 points very much. Of course, that streak almost came to an end against Charleston Southern earlier this year. All right. UCF still a 10-point favorite, by the way, as they will host the Pirates coming up on Saturday. Our pregame coverage begins 2 o'clock on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll be with you, getting you ready for East Carolina and UCF as they try to pull off the road upset. East Carolina has won a game already this year on the road where they were 10-point dogs. So it's happened once.
And 17-point deficit with 7:30 left in the go.
Wow, that was well said, buddy.
left to go in the fourth quarter.
Speaking of well said,
a burglary.
Thank you, Shay Pays. I'm going to send you a screenshot of something I saw about John Gruden. And I want you to read the quote, if you don't mind. We'll do that in a moment. Last night, Red Sox, Shirley.
I told you it was going to be a party in Fenway.
You did.
We Carolina.
Red Sox beat Garrett Cole and the Yankees.
They paid all that money to Garrett Cole, and he wet the bed.
6-2 was the score. Garrett Cole got 6 outs, I think, in the game. Somebody break down his salary per out he got last night in that game for me. And the Red Sox get the win. Kyle Schwarber hit one a million feet.
Oh, that was an absolute no-doubter, and I think the exit velocity, they said, was 110 miles an hour.
We need to get John Sterling's call on the ball that Giancarlo Stanton hit.
That was pitiful.
that everybody thought was gone.
Could you imagine going down the street listening to him on the radio?
I know. It was one of the worst. I'm going to send it to you on Pirate Radio's Twitter, Shirley. Okay. So you can just pull it up real quick. And from what I understand, he was there at the game. This was not like a remote broadcast. But either way, it was one of the all-time bad. This is the most dramatic single call of all time. What was it? First inning single, and John Sterling called it perfectly.
Okay,
can we pull that up?
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to pull it up here.
Going on.
The pitch to Stanton. Good, there it goes. Deep left, it is high. It is far. It is gone out of the ballpark. A Stantonian home run. Now, what did I do wrong? What did I see wrong? He's at first base.
It's called it hit the green monster.
Hit it again. Let's keep it rolling.
Deep left, it is high. It is far. It is gone. Out of the ballpark.
That's a
Stanhonian home run.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Now, what did I do wrong? What did I see wrong?
What did I do wrong?
What you did wrong, pal, was that you didn't see the ball go out. It hit off the green monster.
It hit off the green monster, and it was no question it hit the wall.
And like 31, 28 other stadiums, that's a fly ball to left field caught.
Yeah.
And he had it out of the stadium, and it was the first single in Major League Baseball history to leave the stadium last night in Fenway. Tonight, Dodgers, Cardinals.
Who have you got in that game?
I'll tell you who I want to have. I want to have the Cardinals. But am I going to pick against Max Scherzer in the playoffs? No, sir. And no, ma'am.
No, sirree.
Yeah, I just see him going out there, being his psycho self, cussing at himself.
Multicolored eyes.
Yeah, that guy's a freak. Shout out to my peeps.
Who's your peeps?
People my age.
Have them call me. Have them call my
Nah,
peeps.
you're too young, bro. Scherzer is 38, 37, and Adam Wainwright, 40 years old, pitching tonight.
Man.
Those are my peeps.
I remember playing with him in like MLB 2K9.
Golly, I'm older than both of them.
I thought you were saying Little League. I remember when Adam Wainwright was on my team.
Back in my day.
All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back when we return. The voice Jeff Charles joins us to talk some Pirate football, which is a fun topic to talk about right about now. We'll do it when we return on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live after this.
When fun finally returns, Bud Light legends don't just come back. They come roaring back, carrying a cooler full of Bud Lights, an inflatable dolphin, and those Velcro pads with the balls that stick to them. And this summer, with a cooler at their side, they're gonna make up for all the fun we've missed. Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers. Cooler up at BudLightLegends.com. Enjoy responsibly. 2021 AB Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Hey Pirate fans, Derek Pizzeni from Carolina Wealth Management. Are you a fiduciary? That's a question every investor should ask their advisor. A fiduciary is an individual who acts in the best interest of a particular person or beneficiary. Is your advisor a fiduciary? You should know it's your money. At Carolina Wealth Management, we do things differently from other investment firms. To learn more about the benefits of working with a fiduciary advisor, visit mycarolinawealth.com. That's mycarolinawealth.com.
The best place for delicious food and great prices is Familia. Familia has something for everyone, like New York-style pizza, lasagna, chicken, veal, or eggplant parmesan, homemade meatballs, plus a variety of seafood selections and favorites, like the steak burger and southern pork chop. If you need food to go, Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Are you starting to plan your holiday travel for this year? Book today on American Airlines at PGV and enjoy the friendly convenience of flying from your local airport. American Airlines and PGV. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. They thank you for your continued support and trust during these trying times. Many services can be done remotely and free pickup and delivery is available. As a Dell business partner and Apple authorized service provider, you can count on University PC Care for all your personal and business tech support needs. To make a remote appointment or to bring in your device for service at their Greenville or Newbern locations, call 558-1280 or go online at universitypccare.com.
Hey Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
This is Bruce Bivens, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you've got damage from wood rot, smoke or fire, or even water, consider it all fixed. If you've got damage, use a contractor that works for you and not your insurance company. Visit fixednc.com today or call 999-0001. That's 3 9s, 3 zeros, and a 1. Fixed NC, restore, renew, maintain. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you on a Wednesday. William on YouTube says, Clip and Chandler, give me a stat line ECU will have to pull the upset in Orlando this weekend.
Stats to consider.
All right. Well, first of all, they're going to need to force 3 turnovers minimum.
I was thinking, I saw his comment too. I was thinking definitely, I don't know of an exact stat, but third down conversions is definitely going to have to be an improvement.
Better than 25%?
Yes.
Better than 22%? Whatever we are. I haven't even looked at where we are because I was so happy about the fourth down conversions. I'm choosing not to look at third downs until we get to Saturday.
Yeah.
That's a key. Keep the drives going. East Carolina has shown that they are an explosive play offense. I think at this point in the season, we can say that that's what we are with Keaton Mitchell, with Snead on the big fourth down play. CJ's had a big one. So we've had our big plays, some gadget plays as well. Can we be the team that we were at the end of the third and the beginning of the fourth, that drive they went on that consumed 3, 4, 5 minutes? Rajay runs it in.
Consume so much clock. Keep their defense on the field. Get their defense gassed.
All right, there's their 2 stats. 3 stats. Win the turnover battle. Win time of possession.
Time of possession.
And third downs above 50%.
Absolutely.
All right, there you go, William. That was our off-the-cuff answers to your question. All right, let's hear what Jeff Charles has to say about this matchup and look back at the win over Tulane as he joins us on the Fixed NC Live Line. Voice, how you doing today?
Cliff, I'm doing great, and I was just thinking, I wonder if this is our trip to Orlando. It's for a football game. As we all know, UCF is joining the Big 12, so I don't know when they're going. I don't think anybody knows at this point. But it could be the Pirates' last game against the Knights in Orlando at the Bounce House. Certainly is a member of the American Athletic Conference.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. And talked to Mark Daniels earlier this week and talked about those guys heading to the Big 12. And hopefully we can send them out in style with a Pirate win. And, Jeff, this game does not look as insurmountable as it did when the schedule came out. You've got UCF now without Dylan Gabriel, and they got a ton of injuries they're dealing with right now. Just lost to Navy. Mark Daniels talked about the week after Navy. You're always feeling those cut blocks a little more. So, look, UCF's a double-digit favorite. They, could walk away with a win on Saturday, but it doesn't look like the massive upset it would have been when we first saw this schedule come out.
I think you're exactly right, Cliff, and I'm sitting here doing my homework this afternoon on UCF. Yes, they're very good, but they don't seem to be the powerhouse that they have been in past years when East Carolina would play them, and you would think, well, this is not going to be very pretty when ECU's program has been down. So, yes, I think the Pirates have a better shot at them Saturday than they've had in quite a few years, and you can't discount, of course, how important the quarterback is, and Dylan Gabriel going down is a big loss for them, and they're playing this true freshman now in Mikey Keene, who's a really good talent, but he is a true freshman. And so we'll see what the Pirates can dial up for him coming up on Saturday. And they still have all that speed, though, Cliff, and down through the last number of years when they've been so good, they've been the fastest team in the American Athletic Conference on both sides of the ball, and especially offensively. And they still have a lot of speed all over the field. So that is a big concern, but I don't think they are the powerhouse that they were a few years ago, and I do think the Pirates have a better shot at them on Saturday than they have had in a while.
No doubt, and it's about what UCF's dealing with right now. And, Jeff, you've got a red-hot Pirate team, 3 straight wins. First time you've painted them purple 3 straight times since 2014. So, Jeff, it's been a while since we've seen a run like this from East Carolina, and they did it in all facets on Saturday. Mike Houston said it at his press conference this week. He said that's the kind of football he has been wanting to see since he got here to Greenville. Offense, defense, special teams, complete win, complimentary football, whatever you want to call it, Jeff. It was on display Saturday at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium.
It really was, Cliff, and it was a terrific performance. As great as 52 points is, and 52 points in a football game is a terrific performance by your offense. I'm hearing so many more Pirates fans talking about how great the defense looked and how physical they were, and they were. Now, they did give up 29 points, but in this day and age of college football, that's not all that bad. And there were just so many big hits, and the guys played physical, and they played fast, and I think that's a big factor, too. This new term we're hearing here the last year or two about triggering in defense with your team. We saw the Pirates trigger a lot quicker, I think, on Saturday. And I think that means a couple of things. And number one is that they're feeling a lot more comfortable in Blake Harrell's defense now that he is in his second year. They don't have to think so much. They just go out there and play. And I think that's what we saw on Saturday. We saw so many big hits. I mean, there was no question that East Carolina was the more physical team against Tulane this past weekend. Now let's see if they can carry that over to the game coming up on Saturday. I will tell you that UCF has a lot more speed all over the field than what Tulane had. So it's a little bit more difficult to perhaps make some of those tackles against guys who are really, really fast. But we'll see what the Pirates can do. I feel good about them. I feel good where they are right now. I think the chemistry is excellent. I think the locker room is